Hey guys, this is Jerry. So this controversy has been trending in China, and I want to give a big shout out to the channel What's on Weibo for alerting me to this. Basically, this is a Chinese pop star named Zhang Muyi, I believe, or Zhang Muyi. I forgot which tone it is. It's Yi probably, Zhang Muyi. And he is marrying his student. And the student was 12 back in the day when he said he was going to marry her. So now the girl is 18. Her name's Miki Akama. She's a mixed race girl. She's like half Canadian, half Chinese, I believe, or half Japanese and half Chinese, or some mixed race. The controversy is stemming from the age difference and the fact that he was also her teacher. So Zhang Muyi is actually older than me. Zhang Muyi is about 30. And so Miki Akama is 18. That's going to raise some eyebrows. So let us look at what the Chinese social media is talking about. So this is Weibo, China's version of Twitter. And these are people talking about the trending controversial marriage that's going to happen. Now, first off, this is a post that I found. 男方姓改了中文名字. So she wasn't a Zhang, Miki Akama. She didn't have a surname Zhang, but to show that she wants to get married, she's gonna change her name to Zhang. 12岁女孩和24岁的音乐老师相爱. So they fell in love when she was 12 and he was 24. Whatever. This person seems very supportive. Now let's look at the comments. 女性国家法定结婚年龄为20岁. So what this person is saying is, actually, you have to be 20 to get married in China as a girl. So she can't actually get married right. 很多人都念通. A lot of people love kids, like in a pedophilic way. 如果是念通，就不会一直等他一人长大，娶她为妻，让她做自己的新娘。不管怎样，美好总该被祝福. So basically, this guy's also defending them. This person probably 分手之后你还是 Let's see if it's a man or a woman. We don't really know. But what this person's saying is, if he really were a pedophile, then once she grew up, he wouldn't be in love with her anymore because he likes kids. But she's beyond the age that hebephile likes, but he still wants to marry her. So he's not a hebephile. He really loves her. That's what he's saying. This person is 什么鬼? So like, what the fuck? 当初12岁的有女和一个相爱，修改正果。This person's not supportive. He's like that. It wasn't normal. 快手最近被点名小妈妈了，还不怕？社会风气就是被这帮智障和你们这些没节操的公众号带歪了. So this person's very conservative. He's like, what the? It's not normal, man. It's people like you and people like them that are screwing up Chinese society. This person's saying he looks like someone. 爱情长跑终于有了结果. So this person's like, yeah, it's like a love marathon and they finally have an ending because they can finally get married. 我觉得网友好无语啊，当初是女生追男生. So this person's saying it was actually the 12-year-old girl that was chasing after the 24-year-old guy. 而且男生也很有才, so he's also very talented. 从一而终的对这段感情负责. So this person's defending. Wow, it's very supportive. I'm going to go on another thread because potentially this guy is a fan or this person's a fan and all these people are fans. So let's go to another one. This is another, by the way, this is the trending hashtag. If you type this in on Weibo, in Chinese you have to put a hashtag on both sides because Chinese characters don't have spaces. So you have to put a hashtag here to show. So that's how you find it. And so I'm going to look at another thread. This is the official news account, one of the official entertainment news accounts of Weibo. And so this is just a general description. So it's not like this person was looking positively. This was some account. This is the official news account. So, 这他妈的就是恋童癖. 恋童癖 means pedophilia. So this person's calling him a pedophile. So for those of you, I'm just going to type it real quick. Hebephile. It's actually not pedophilia, it's hebephilia. So if you like someone between ages of 11 to 14, which is when they apparently fell in love, then it's hebephilia. If you guys remember the novel Lolita, that guy was a hebephilia. He likes slightly pubescent women. Lolita was 12 or 13, I believe. So this is also, this person's calling him a pedophile. Not positive either. Saying it's a pedophile. 哇，早该封杀了. So this person's like, you should have censored the news, man. Stop spreading this pedophilia type of news. He's pro-censorship. 正常人会对一个8岁的孩子产生爱慕之心，就恋童癖好吗？别他妈洗了。Again, this saying pedophile. Damn, this thread is not supportive at all. 女方是狐儿 damn. 狐儿 is like a very seductress, basically. So, calling, she's like seduced him. We have to log in to see the replies, damn it. Sorry, guys. As you can tell, not everyone's a fan of this romance / impending marriage. So, let's look here. Is this the same account? Oh, it's a different account. So this is just a user who posted something. And I believe she posted a video. Yes, this is a video. And some of the music videos they did together. Man, he's a feminine adult, but damn, God, she's little, man. Ugh, God, this is making me uncomfortable. But anyways, let's see what this is. So there's apparently another pop star. So for some reason, this person thought it was this pop star. So saying all the pop stars look generic. Anyways, and someone's like, just making fun of him for getting the faces wrong. So this person's defending them. He's like, he's waited on her becoming of age, and now just let them love. Stop saying it's some pedophilia. Just stop giving them trouble. Oh man, someone quoted Lolita. 这就是爱情，比在小说里大叔等着萝莉长大。然后so this person is not a fan. He's quoting Lolita in a very kind of facetious way. So this person's bringing up another example. Some 17-year-old. 别人的爱情他们自己理解就好了. It's their love. Let them understand it. Don't interpret it for them. So this person's like, well, he met her when she was 8. This is definitely pedophilia. Oh my god. 很多小女生青春的时候都喜欢自己的老师嘛. So this person's like, a lot of girls when they're going through puberty, they have a phase where they have a crush on their teacher. 而且我觉得这个男娃 this little boy toy 还是多负责的. So he's a responsible guy. So he's a good person. So this person's defending them. It's very interesting reading how Chinese people react to this stuff, because you think in conservative Chinese culture, they probably got married pretty young. So, and now Chinese society is all about, okay, you gotta wait until they're of age, etc., blah, blah, blah. Look at this guy. This person has obviously not been out of China. He's like, what country is she from? You can get married at 18? And then this person's like, oh, at 16 you can get married. It's Canada. So this person does not know that other countries have younger age limits for marriage. Very interesting. Imagine Chinese people going through American chat boards like we're doing. What would they learn about us? This person is supportive. 感觉很美好. Oh, I feel very warm. Anyways, let's keep going. So this is another person or another account that talked about this marriage. I guess that's the wedding dress. 新闻的小朋友们，不要幻想在你12岁的时候，你的老师说喜欢你，那就是性骚扰。请坚决的拒绝. So what this person's saying is, don't listen to this news if you're a 12-year-old or if you're a kid. Don't listen to this news and think if your teacher likes you when you're 12 that it's going to turn out like this fantasy. It's most likely sexual harassment, so tell them to fuck off. So this person's giving a PSA for kids. 我女儿8岁来跟我说，跟一个20多的老师谈恋爱，我真的会打断那男人的腿， 3个腿都打断。This is the best comment ever. Parent says, if my 8-year-old daughter told me I'm in love with a 20-year-old teacher and I want to date him, I'm going to beat that man and break his legs. All 3 of his legs. AKA, this parent's going to bust up the person's dick too. 犯法了吧，这畜生. This person's calling him 畜生. This person's bastard. He is not a fan, or he or she's not a fan. I don't want to keep reading. I mean, get it. There are a lot of people in support who think it's real love. Hey, it kind of goes with the Chinese superstitious kind of hopeless romanticism. Oh my God, they've loved each other for so many years. Finally, they can get married. But then on the other hand, they're like, we got to protect kids, man. Kids are innocent. 12真的太可怜，可怕吧? So I'm going to go to Zhihu. Zhihu is a more, you would say, higher educated or just a more thought-focused type of site. And so this person's asked, what do you think about the news of them getting married? So this person is trying to define Canadian law for our Chinese audience. This is crazy. See, she's bringing up, okay, this is what Canadian law defines as this. What Canadian law defines as this. She even brings up the criminal code. Damn. Going even more. Look at, oh my God. Look at this person, man. Maybe she's a legal professor or maybe she's a lawyer, but she really got into it. I don't want to analyze all this. I'm not familiar with legalese, so this is not my specialty. But if you guys want to see someone with some legal, either real expertise or BS analyzing this, you can watch that here. So, 王双慧，那妹子写的文章里全遍都在说。我们就是真爱的，你们他妈别管我。So he's saying what the 妹子，我们骂张木易。So what this person, assume it's a girl, what this girl's saying is, hey, little baby girl, we're not mad at you, we're mad at the guy, we're mad at the pop star who you're gonna marry. So what she's really scared is that this is gonna normalize cases where it's pedophilia and it's become real love. So this person's worried about the future. Kind of like one of the comments from Weibo. This person is extremely deep. He's like, this is just how the world is, man. So many people live in their fantasy world, and these people think that they can add some beauty to the world. There's this guy. This person. Look at how much depth this user analyzes. Again, I would have to spend a lot of time. I thought I could just do a cursory look and then do some translations, but this is really in depth. Look at this. And makes mention of their history and then compares. There's Lolita, talks about Lolita, and then talks about Leon the Professional. Like, this is really high educated type of, look at this. And then compares them, and then there's another movie about this, and wow, like Zhihu is just another level, man. This is why I used to love reading Quora, because you get to learn a lot. Yeah, guys, I wish I could translate this on the fly, but it's too hard to translate this level of writing. It's like so much. I can't really do this right now. So this person is trying to use this as a learning experience for other parents. He's like, all you parents, just take care of your own children. Let them become good people. Who gives a fuck about people online? Like, spend more time with your kids, basically. Educate your kids. Stop worrying about other people's kids and forget about your kids. So this person says, it's not that the 12-year age difference is the important factor in this. It's that he was in his 20s and she was 8 and he was already trying to go for her. So here's my thought on this. It would be a lot different if, let's say, she were 16 and he were 30, and he fell in love with her then, and he waited 2 years. That would be a different case. But the problem is, she was 8 when he was 20, and I don't know if he fell in love with her when she was 8, or he fell in love with her when she was 12, so he was 24, she was 12. But either way, at that stage, you're really just falling in love with a fantasy. I'm speaking for the guy. If you fall in love with a 12-year-old, you're falling in love with a fantasy, because she's still a girl. She hasn't been shaped by society. She hasn't even decided who she is yet. And of course, her body's not even developed and everything. So you're falling in love with some fantasy of her. You see some qualities in her you like, but she's not the adult her. So you're putting your fantasies on her. So just from that angle, let's not even talk about the laws or anything. Just from that angle, a guy that falls in love with a 12-year-old when he's 20, he's projecting a lot of very unhealthy fantasies about who she is. So from a pragmatic standpoint, you shouldn't be falling in love with 12-year-olds. I understand the brain's weird and everything, but just from a practical standpoint, falling in love with 12-year-olds makes no sense evolutionarily, makes no sense from a future long-term thinking perspective. You don't know how she's going to change. So that's my first thing I'm going to say. Second of all, we, of course, know the laws. The laws are supposed to protect children, and there's a reason why most age of consent or whatever is 14 or above, usually 16, 18, etc. I'm trying to understand the other side, of course. The people who are like, oh, this is so beautiful, this is so cute, oh, this is true love. And it reminds me, remember Slumdog Millionaire? Remember that movie? The little kid and the little girl, their lives just kept intertwining, right? And eventually they ended up together. It's a very Eastern culture thing. It's like fate, intertwining of fates, etc. And that kind of stuff is believed in China a lot. Oh, I grew up with this girl. Oh, I saw her again after so many years. Oh my God, we're meant to be. Astrology signs, all this I Ching bullshit. It's very easy to trigger that type of hopeless romanticism / that type of fantasy. This case would have even been different if, let's say, he met her when she was 12. And then, let's say, at 15 or 16, he decided, ooh, I love her, and I'll wait until... There's something weird about when he meets her when she's 8. You see, that's the thing. You can look at the brain, you can look at its development process. Kids are really freaking idiotic when they're 8. I was a fucking idiot when I was 8. You are all idiots when you're 8. Just the fact that someone could fall in love with you, not be like, oh, I love this kid for being a kid, I want to nurture the kid, but it's like, oh, I want to marry her one day, I want to have kids with this kid, you know what I mean? And I wanted to open up to you guys. What do you think about this? She's 18 now, he's 30. I'm going to give 4 things I think we could label this. Is it true love? Is it just hebephilia? Is it somewhere in between that? Is it just fantasy? This guy he's fantasizing about his perfect woman, and he's had that fantasy on this girl since she was little, and so he can't get out of his fantasy, which I guess that's not mutually exclusive from some of the other things. But what do you guys think, man? This is very interesting, and I'm really curious how this is going to develop. I'll just be honest, man. When I look at music videos of them together, they're singing about love, it just makes me uncomfortable. And I guess any person who just has the traditional moral centers in their brain, when they see something like this, I guess it just hits them emotionally. It's people like me who have these morals, that's one norm. What's to say that maybe there's other norms available, or even in history, people were marrying all the time at 12. People were marrying at 13. People died at 27 back in the day. So this notion that people have to get married and have kids once they're adults, I think it's actually a pretty recent thing. Maybe this just shows that the social influences on us nowadays are very strong. And that if this happened, let's say 500 years ago, some person when he's 20 fell in love with an 8-year-old and then waited until she was 12 and then later on married, that might have not even been any sort of controversy. I don't know what the norms were back in the day, but just knowing that back in the day, in many traditional cultures, the woman would start changing, her body would start changing, and she'd be marriage material. So there's a lot of nuance to this. That's all I'm saying. It's not just black and white. It's like, oh yeah, he's crazy, he's a manipulative person, or she's naive. It's not. There's a lot of cultural, historical, psychological things you can glean from looking at this case. Those are just some of my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know this is very controversial. This is a topic that, especially in the West, we're all about protecting kids. I have the Western upbringing. When I see this, I'm just very uncomfortable. But maybe in another culture, another time, it would have been looked upon positively. I don't know. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a longer video, but I just want to spend more time with you guys because this is kind of controversial and we got to get to some of the different opinions, different interpretations, etc. So I thank you guys so much. I will talk to you guys soon.